What's up everyone, this is our second video about new flagship phones from Huawei, the P30 Pro, in which I make the photo and video comparison to other flagship phones, the iPhone XS Max, the Galaxy S10 Plus, which I don't have right now on my desk, and the Pixel 3 XL. So, if you want to see a review on the P30 Pro, click on the pop-up banner on the top right corner, or find a link in the video description below. Let's start it. The P30 Pro has 4 cameras on the back. The main one, 40 megapixel, second, super wide angle, 20 megapixel, third, zoom lens, 8 megapixel, and 3D time of flight model. The main camera and zoom lenses has optical image stabilization, and the front-facing camera has huge 32 megapixel model. The main 40 megapixel camera using almost the same technology as the Sony IMX568, which combine informations from 4 different pixels into the one for better photosensitivity, especially in low light conditions. But if you want, there is an option for manual shooting of 40 megapixel photos. So let's take a closer look what main camera can do. And first, daytime photos. The HDR on the Huawei's always works automatically, and speaking generally, the post-processing makes the color on the most of the Huawei's photo a little bit unrealistic. In that case, the Pixel 3 has a more realistic colors on the most photos. But most of Huawei's photos has more details than others and the best overall noise reduction. Besides this, in most situations, the Huawei has a little bit wider dynamic range than Samsung or iPhone. In the same time, Pixel overestimate the contrast, so it loses details in the shadows. You probably know that Huawei as a Galaxy or Pixel has its own night mode, and last year the P20 Pro beat every other flagship phones in terms of quality, until the Pixel 3 came out with impressive night sight mode. So let's see, can P30 Pro repeat success of the predecessor and beat the king of the nighttime photos? On the most photos, Huawei has the best level of details and dynamic range without much noise. In the same times, the colors are a little bit strange and unrealistic. And you must keep your smartphone in one position for 6 or 7 seconds until the phone can shoot and stick the photo together, while the Pixel and Samsung doing it way more faster. The super wide angle lens is barely standard, except unlike other similar sensors, it has autofocus. And because the Pixel 3 as the iPhone XS Max don't have super wide angle lens, I compared just Huawei and Samsung. And the P30 Pro just killed the Galaxy. The super wide photo from Huawei has better, more realistic colors, much more details and wider dynamic range. Meanwhile, Samsung has even wider angle. But let's take a closer look on the telephoto camera. It has 3 different types of zoom. First, 5 times optical zoom, second, 10 times hybrid zoom, and third, 50 times digital zoom. With optical zoom, you can get a real nice looking photos with decent level of details and wide dynamic range, but sometimes it has problems with color accuracy. But I think it will be fixed with next updates. 10 times hybrid zoom has much less details, but it's still working option, while the 50 times zoom is just a gimmick feature because the quality is so terrible and I would never wanted to show this photo to anyone. So overall, I was really impressed by its new zoom lenses, and it's first time when I can say that it's not a useful feature. Thanks to new 3D time of flight model, the portrait mode got better and the photos has much more realistic depth of field. And for even better result, you can use bokeh mode, in which you can manually choose different types of virtual aperture. Talking about video, I don't know why, but P30 Pro still can't shoot video in 4K 60 frames per second, and it's sad. But the overall quality is on the same high level as an S10 Plus or the Pixel 3, except iPhone, which still has the best video quality among smartphones. But in Huawei, you can switch between super wide angle lens and telephoto lenses during recording. And more importantly, the company finally fixed video stabilization. And the last one, selfie cameras. Thanks to new Super HDR Plus mode, even in difficult light condition, photos don't have over and underexposure zones. It has real good detalization and realistic colors. But in low light condition, the Pixel with night sight mode takes the lead. And so, it's revolution or not? I guess just a little bit, and just in zoom cases, because in every other aspect it's just a good step forward. And so this is it guys. Thank you for watching, hope you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comments below, subscribe to our channel, and might Android be with you.